Seb's here, which is a good sign.
Hello and welcome to Top Hat Chat live with me, Street and Orb. Today on the channel we are up to episode 28 of the Great Gaming Debate, where we are going to be discussing which is the better mascot, Mario or Sonic.
Yes, indeed. This should be a very good one because, as we all know, Sonic is the most iconic video gaming mascot of all time and is indicative of the 90s and its awesomeness.
Yeah, and he very well could be one of the greatest mascots ever, regardless of the fact video game or console. Unfortunately, he suffers from something that seems to be up to now completely incurable and stops him from kind of taking that throne. Bearing in mind that he's a chronic douche.
How is Sonic a chronic douche?
He's an arrogant arse that nobody gives a shit about.
Says the person who's defending Mario, who is so... Like, he downtreads his younger brother. He constantly picks on people like Bowser and Wario and Waluigi.
No, that's not what it is. He's a hero who started off as a plumber. He's an underdog. And everybody likes an underdog.
Not everyone.
It is. That's why you're the favourite out of the two of us.
I'm the underdog, am I?
Yeah. You came in just like filling in for the great Top Hat Go Man, and we were like, underdog hero, eh?
Yeah, is that how it worked? I
Yeah.
didn't know. I'm glad you saw that in the transition. I didn't.
No?
No.
Huh.
No, I was a nobody and I've clawed my way up.
No, underdog. Underdog hero. That's the way that it goes. Anyway, back to Mario vs. Sonic. I mean, what's Sonic really got going for him?
Loads of stuff. Sonic
Arrogance.
No, like, can we stop levying that? For a start, he's blue. That wins. He's blue. He's a blue hedgehog. Unique. Different. Spiky.
Douche.
Fast.
Being blue is like frosted tips. It wore off really quickly towards the mid-90s.
And it's bound for a comeback.
If you see someone with frosted tips and go, I like that.
It's going to come back, trust me.
Are you going to get frosted tips?
Well, I can't get frosted anything other than frosting on a cake. That's all I can get. How are you going to frost the tips of these?
You could. You'd be fine.
They're down
he's
here.
not. The thing is, he's not cool. Just because he's blue doesn't make him better. Mario's red.
He's not always red, though.
And no, he changes colour.
Yeah.
Which is better. So when he's fiery,
He's fickle.
orange and white.
He's fickle.
Hero white.
Hero white.
Well, yeah.
Interesting phrase.
I knew that was coming. But you got to remember that this is the late 80s, early 90s, and this was acceptable.
No, Sonic has all the good 90s things going for him. He's rad, he's tubular, he's gnarly.
Oh, so
all
of those words that were definitely used in his games, other than none of them where they were actually used in Mario games, Super Mario World with the...
Yeah, I know, and in the special world.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Sonic has plenty going for him. Everyone loves Sonic.
No, people think they love Sonic, and then they're like, actually, he is a dick. He's like that overbearing friend that keeps on pushing his way into the friendship group, and nobody really likes him.
Oh, Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is who I was thinking of, actually.
Oh, no, because if Sonic's like Richard, then he automatically loses. That's not fair.
Lose.
That's not fair.
But Richard always thinks that he wins. So you can carry on fighting. Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Right? So Sonic is like that friend that nobody really wants to be around. And he keeps on clawing his way back in, just through sheer arrogance of thinking everybody likes him. He's the popular one. He's the one that holds the friendship group together. He's the one that held Sega together. And he managed to for a little while.
Well, look, right.
And then look at the games that came towards the end
is that
of
what we're going to move on to?
Sega's life cycle. Yeah, the games. The games are important.
Right, do you want to kick off then? What games do you want to talk about first?
Okay.
Well, shall we start off with the first entries of the series? So, I'll kick off. Sonic 1. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Some of the best level design ever seen in games at that point in time.
It's actually quite difficult to argue that.
Beautiful graphics.
Mm-hmm.
The music is astounding. And in fact, I would say, as someone in the chat just said, I think it was Ikari Warrior, rightly pointed out in the chat, Sonic has the best music out of the two series. By a long distance.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that for maybe the first 2 or 3 Sonic games.
And Sonic 1's music is dynamite.
Yeah, I like Sonic 1.
Starlight Zone, Scrap Brain Zone.
I've openly said on this channel that I like Sonic 1.
Yeah, you have. Sonic 1, the only thing that doesn't have going for it is it doesn't have his most iconic move, and he couldn't do the spin.
Yeah, so the whole good thing about Sonic, and the whole sellable point about Sonic was, got to go fast.
It still went pretty
Sonic,
fast.
It didn't go fast enough, though, did it?
Well, you didn't... Yeah, but at the time, you wouldn't have known that it could go quicker.
That's why I liked it. He wasn't an arrogant arse, like, I'm the fastest ever. He was just like, well, we're just going to plod through this level like a platformer. Lovely, brilliant.
Fast. It's brilliant platforming.
Yeah, not as good platforming as Super Mario, though. Like, any of the Mario games. Any of them.
Any of them.
I'm looking down that list now. Any of them.
No, well, I can already see 2 or 3 that it's just not... That Sonic has over Mario easily.
No. But let's keep to the first iteration of the games. Mario Brothers 1.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
What a game that was.
Great game. I love that game.
Yeah.
It is superb.
It's amazing. I mean, yes, the music wasn't quite as good, but it did release 6 years earlier. 85.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a lot earlier. It does have a lot less technology behind the creation of the game. And there's no doubting that Mario Brothers 1, or Super Mario Bros., is probably, next to Tetris, probably the most iconic game of all time.
Mm-hmm. It's got history, so it is. It's amazing.
Like, I mean, I don't think you could find a more iconic game.
Yeah, I mean, up until relatively recently, it was also an amazing speedrun game. Very competitive.
Isn't it under... Is it sub 5 minutes
Sub 5 minutes now, yeah. Which is when it kind of lost its competitiveness, I think.
Well, it just become... It was so...
5 years ago, it kind of got to the top end of... Or mid 5 minutes, I think. And then people were just like, well, it can't get any slower. And then there's a few hardcore people that really went for it and carried it on. But yeah, I mean, I don't see... I mean, there's lots of Sonic 1 speedruns, but none of them are as fun to watch as Super Mario Bros. 1 ones.
I agree.
And then between that... You also had Mario Brothers 2, which came out.
Well, which one? Because, did you know?
There's 2.
There is 2
Yeah.
Marios. Like, because they released Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan.
This was the Lost Levels, which came out later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you know this, I think this is pretty unknown of, actually. But they decided, apparently, at Nintendo, that the Lost Levels, or the original Super Mario Brothers 2, was in fact too difficult for Western audiences.
All right.
So what they did is they repurposed another game that had like the umbrella title of Doki Doki Panic.
Oh yeah, no, I have heard this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty unheard of.
Yeah.
It's not major knowledge, but yeah, it's not actually a Mario game. It's a reskin.
There we go. So you have this Doki Doki Mario, which I'm going to talk about now because I personally don't like it anywhere near as much as almost every other entry in the series, but I know you do. I
know
that it's one of your favourites.
I like Doki Doki Mario, and in fact, I like Doki Doki Mario more than I like Mario 1.
So there's more variety straight away.
No, because you see, if you're going to look at second entries of the series, Sonic 2 is one of the best sequels to any games ever made.
Yeah, and the variety was amazing because they actually added in a mechanic where you could do the little spin dash. That was amazing.
You had that, and it had 2-player as well. That played on the same screen at the same time, which Mario didn't offer.
No, why would you need that?
For friends.
If you were playing Sonic, you didn't have any friends. Sonic had pushed them all away.
No, that's not true.
With his arrogance.
Everyone had friends, because everyone wanted to be friends with the people who owned a Mega Drive and played Sonic.
No, that's not the way it goes.
It is.
Everyone wanted to be friends with people that... Nintendo console owners, because nobody else had one.
No, that's just not true.
It is.
The music in Sonic 2 as well is absolutely dynamite. You've got Oilfield Zone, you've got Mystic Cave, you've got Chemical Zone. Oh my god, it goes on and on actually. The music in 2, Casino Zone. Oh, it's so good. Like, the music in 2 is amazingly good.
I mean, Sonic has got good music, and if I was going to buy a Mario or a Sonic CD, I'd probably choose the Sonic one. Not so much with the games. Anyway, so you have Mario Bros. 3 as well, which again is an amazing game. The variety just in that game alone, the way it changes up between different things, it was amazing. And this was 1988.
It was. Doki Doki Mario was 1988. Yeah, it was 88.
Was it? Is 86, 88 Mario 2?
Yeah, well, the original Lost Levels is 86. 88 is when they did...
and they released Mario Bros. 3 in 88 as well.
Alright, so I have to consider... Right, this is where it gets a little tricky for me, because... So the third and fourth entries of the series are so tight. But Mario 3, for the third entry, Mario 3 is a dynamite game.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I absolutely love Mario 3 to pieces. Brilliant. I love the whistle mechanics to skip through bits. I loved all the power-ups that you got. There was a lot of power-ups for a game at that point in time. I like the mini-game aspects. The level design was really good. The music's really good. Graphically, it's lovely as well.
Overworld looked amazing.
Yeah, and it's very challenging. It's very challenging.
Yeah.
Still to this day seen as one of the harder Mario games.
Yeah. There's hidden shit as well.
Yeah.
Loads of hidden shit with the fucking walk whistles and all sorts.
It's really good. It's such a good game. It really is. It really is top drawer. And Sonic 3, in comparison, come out a lot later, actually. I think there's like a 6-year difference between the two.
Yeah, there is, 94-ish.
Yeah. Like, Sonic 3, I didn't like the visuals a bit too... Like, the visuals were a bit weird. It was a bit acid trippy.
No. And I think this is where it becomes quite noticeable of the decline of Sonic after number 1.
Not true, because Sonic does come back with a vengeance later on, but we'll get there.
Okay, so... Super Mario World. How big was that game?
Oh, Super Mario World is in my top 5 games of all time.
And again, you're looking at the variety of power-ups, how quality some of the music was. This is where music really came in. But again, this game came out in 1990.
Yeah, no, it's fair point. This
is a year before Sonic 1.
It's on comparable hardware being now on the SNES as compared to a NES.
If you start looking at Sonic 1 compared to Super Mario World, seriously?
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, without being incredibly rude to you, I mean, fucking seriously.
Look, I can't combat Super Mario World too much because I do love it.
The game's amazing. It's
epically long. The levels are fantastically varied. It makes me think of my childhood growing up in the 90s. It makes me feel like being a little kid again every time I see that game and play through it. I completed it multiple times. I've actually completed it as a collaborative effort. I bought a SNES... I bought another SNES probably about 10 years ago, actually, off eBay for about £50.
Okay.
With like 10 games, and obviously Mario World was one of them. And we bought it because me and my friends we had like this clubhouse around a friend's house that we always used to hang at. And I bought it for there. And we between us, we completed a load of games. So there was like 10 of us or so that would regularly play it. And one of them that we completed was Super Mario World between us. And that is one of my fondest gaming memories, is all of us sitting around playing it. And I completed it multiple times, and it is one of the only games I have legitimately completed multiple times.
So there we go. Can't really argue, can you?
And I don't like Sonic 3 as much.
Obviously there was a version on the Game Boy Advance, which came out a lot later, which was again fucking golden.
I've never played the Advanced one. I've heard good things, though. I've heard very good things.
Great game.
Lots of secrets in Mario World as well.
Yeah, there are.
Like loads of secrets, multiple endings to levels and things like that, paths and. Yeah, no, I have to concede that. But you see, Sonic gave us something that we never knew we wanted until they gave us it.
Okay.
The Sonic and Knuckles top-loading cartridge.
Yeah.
That added extra content to previously released games.
Yeah.
By giving you access to a new character with new abilities, which opened up new pathways in the levels. That was amazing, and it was completely unique and different.
Yeah, it was kind of like that thing that people were really annoyed about recently, DLC. Kind of like having too much DLC, isn't it?
Not really, though. I mean, it is kind of like DLC. I'm a fan of DLC. I don't mind it.
Yeah, you would.
I don't mind it because when they're offering you stuff that's not cut content, that's original content.
Yeah, it's fine.
That they haven't just taken out of the game to later sell it to you. I like DLC like that. You know, there are like a lot of games in the past that have done it the wrong way. I think one of the biggest, one of the biggest people who committed that crime was the Deus Ex 3 release on the 360. Actually had whole chunks of the game removed and held back for DLC.
Okay.
And it would become obvious the more you played through it and then went back and played the DLC that you realised that this was literally just cut out of the game.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not on that level of badness, but it gave us something we didn't know we wanted, and I wanted it. And Knuckles is an awesomely iconic character as well in his own right.
I mean, talking about this kind of era, because there's not a mass amount that I really want to talk about, because you've got other Mario games like 6 Golden Coins, which is very good. Mario 64, which was amazing at the time, really pushed the boundaries of what you could do with a 3D platformer. Really kind of, tried its hardest. Doesn't hold up so well anymore.
It's a 64.
Yeah. But it's still a good game. At the time, it was very, very good. And you can't say it wasn't.
Look, 64 is, again, I've used that word a few times, but it's incredibly iconic. Mm-hmm. It was a system seller for Nintendo for the 64. A launch title, I believe, for the 64. Or certainly one of them.
Sure,
and it looked great at the time. Obviously, it doesn't hold up well nowadays, and the camera controls suck.
Yes.
Nowadays, but it was really that first proper foray into a workable 3D platformer.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Which is awesome. And the music is very good again in Super Mario 64. But unfortunately, Super Mario 64 has forever been ruined by Top Hat. Mm-hmm. So I can't even give it any sort of props anymore because he literally ruined the game.
Yeah, he did ruin the game.
So you lose on that one. But you see, Sonic has a lesser known title that very few people got to play. I played it because I owned a Sega Mega CD.
Okay.
And that's Sonic CD.
Yeah, see, luckily, I don't think that Mario had any CD-based games until Sunshine. There wasn't.
And look how that went.
There wasn't any, was there?
No. Oh, there we are. Oh, yes, there was. You're forgetting about the classic Hotel Mario.
That isn't. That I don't think that exists.
Yeah, I know it exists because I've sat through Top Hat play it for several hours. And have him multiple times say to us, let's do an entire stream on Hotel Mario. People will love it.
I was sitting there thinking to myself, if he doesn't mention this, and I've given him the opportunity to, then at the end I can say, Mario doesn't have any bad games. Sonic's got loads. Fuck. Yeah. I don't think we can really talk about that. CDI.
No, it counts.
It sucks.
No, it counts.
It doesn't.
It does count, and it sucks tremendously. But let me get back to Sonic CD. Sonic CD is fast paced. You want pace. Sonic CD's the go-to game for that. Mm-hmm. Extremely quick, beautiful level design. Graphically, it still holds up today. The music is fantastic. Yeah. It's a lesser known title in the series that deserves more respect than it gets.
Sonic
it really is a great game.
It's more like Sonic 1. So yeah.
Right, but you had a long period when Mario didn't release much.
Yeah, that happened. It's
other than like offshoots and stuff.
Quality over quantity.
Well,
quality over quantity. Unfortunately, the quality came back with Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube in 2002, which, although is a massive pile of shit,
graffiti cleaner simulator.
It did a lot of good things. It tried really hard.
To get you into community service.
It's definitely got my participation medal as a Mario game.
Bloody awful. It is bloody awful, that game. I really don't like it.
Well, I happen to know that fucking Mean Bean Machine's on yours.
What's wrong with Mean Bean Machine?
It's terrible, pointless and ridiculous.
It's exactly the same game as Dr. Mario. It's exactly the same game.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, Dr. Mario was cool.
Why?
Because he'd started off as a plumber, rescued a few princesses, maybe got some of that prize money and used it to better himself.
No, that's
what did Sonic do? Spend it on crack.
What do you mean spend it on crack?
Spend it on crack.
And
now he looks like he does in that fucking movie.
Ah, well, you can't bring movies into it because what, you're going to talk about the Super Mario movie?
Yeah, it was great.
Was it great, was it?
Yeah.
I liked it. Doesn't mean it was good, because it's really not.
It's brilliant.
Dennis Hopper phoning it in as a human Bowser.
It's fine.
For 2 hours.
It's fine. It's a fine film.
Goombas that look like Marlon Harewood.
Yeah.
No, it's not fine, is it? The Sonic movie, by the looks of it, is going to be a lot better than the Mario Bros.
Maybe different eras.
You can't know.
It's two different things, isn't it?
No, I'm sorry. You're just being ridiculous. But you talked about your Sunshine.
Yeah.
Whereas now I can talk about a game that blows anything that Mario's done out of the water.
Really? Okay. Okay.
You and I know, and the people that watching at home know, where I'm about to go now. Because it's time to talk about Sonic Adventure on the Nintendo, on the Sega Dreamcast. One of the best games ever made, ever, for anything.
So what game I turned off from it?
Sonic Adventure. Brilliant. Fantastic music. Revolutionary level design. It was brilliant. The graphics still hold up today.
It's not even as good as fucking Star Fox Adventure.
Behave, right? iconic characters again being introduced. We had Amy Rose. We had Knuckles returning. We had Big the motherfucking cat. Big the cat. Where you got to fish for Froggy. I liked fishing for Froggy.
Yeah, it's brilliant that Sonic decided to become inclusive.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's necessary.
Oh, it's a brilliant game. It's the game that keeps on giving. You think you completed it, and boom, you got a whole nother character to complete. Then boom, you got a whole nother character to complete. It's awesome.
Same levels?
Yeah, well, it's returns to the levels, but done in a different way. It's nice.
Not sure about that.
No, it really is. Like, everybody loves Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is an amazingly good game.
Okay, so it blows everything that... Any game in the Mario series out of the water, yes?
Yes. Yes. It's better than Super Mario World.
Galaxy?
I don't know.
As a 3D game?
I actually never played Super Mario Galaxy.
Galaxy is fucking incredible.
Was it on the Wii?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a console for old people and 5-year-olds, so I never really...
You had a Wii?
Yeah, I did.
That you used?
Yeah.
I didn't get one until... I think I got my first Wii about 1.5 years ago.
Maybe, but I never played Galaxy.
Galaxy is fucking brilliant.
I didn't want to be waving a wand around at the screen.
And it brought some great characters in as well.
Like...
Luna.
She's great, is she? Why is she great?
Great.
Space Peach.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Space Peach is fine.
Space Peach. Okay, good.
There's others.
Is there?
Yeah.
Like...
With Rosetta, yeah.
Yeah, Luna's not even as good as Big the Cat, so you know that.
Big the Cat's a fucking dick.
No, come on, sort it out. Come on. Amy Rose is even better.
Anyway. As far as actual gameplay, the Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 were both amazing games. It's really, really hard to argue. I genuinely think that if you would play them, you would agree with me.
No.
The mechanics were really solid. They'd seen that Sunshine, although it was popular, really kind of divided opinion. And they were like, okay, well, let's go back to platforming, add in a few mechanics, and just see what we can do with it. And it's the kind of game where, do you know when you're playing a game and you have so much fun playing it that you think, I think the developers had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah, no, I do understand that, and I do think they probably did have a lot of fun making it. Visually it looked gorgeous, so we'll give it that.
It is a bit easy, as Danzo Manzo says. It's a bit easy, but it's a very, very solid entry.
Nintendo all over nowadays, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very easy games.
And the thing is that you've got things like the Mario Kart series as a spin-off.
Yeah, Mario Kart series is good, I guess.
Absolutely amazing.
It's not bad.
Well,
it's not quite
Sonic
Diddy
hasn't
Kong.
quite got it, has it?
Sonic R. Sonic R is fantastic. It was huge.
No, it wasn't. Sonic R was awful. And they had Sonic Team Racing, which was a bit better, that was released recently. Mm-hmm. But it's still not Mario Kart 8.
Where's Mario Spinball? Oh, it doesn't have it because they left that to Sonic. Cause that's
because he's going to play a pinball game, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ooh.
All right.
Exciting.
Why don't we just go and play Mario's Lost in Time or whatever it is? Mario is missing.
Okay, so for Christmas,
yeah,
I bought you a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And gave you a copy of Super Mario Odyssey.
You did.
And what did you say about that game?
It's really awesome. It's the game that Mario 64 could have been.
Yes. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, really good.
Maybe a few too many moons.
Yeah, there's a lot of moons.
But absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's an absolute fantastic game. I really will say that.
So, why hasn't Sonic done the same thing?
Because Nintendo now own the rights to that Sonic, right?
Yeah.
So...
And why did that happen?
Because Sega tried to push the boat out and tried to be a bit too revolutionary with the Dreamcast.
They tried to be a bit too normal with Dreamcast. They made an arcade sim and nobody else was doing that.
Yeah, so they were trying to think
outside
outside
the box. They were trying to be
boring. No. And
then, what was the really great game on the Dreamcast? The really good Sonic games that stick to...
Sonic Adventure.
Apart from that.
And Sonic Adventure 2.
Nobody played Sonic Adventure 2.
I don't think there was another Sonic game on the console.
That's exactly. They just fucking gave up and went, the console that we've tried our best to keep alive. Don't care about it anymore. Died a death because it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. They weren't doing enough. Lazy Sonic.
Sonic's not lazy. It's just people at Sega USA that were fucking with the people at Sega Japan.
Lazy fucking Mascot. How can a mascot be great if they didn't do anything when their fucking console was going down the toilet?
See, Sonic tried his hardest. It was business decisions behind the scenes that condemned Sega.
Clearly not hard enough.
Look, Sonic was so good he displaced Alex the Kid. as Sonic's mascot. What?
Sonic is an arrogant douchebag that only cares about himself, that thinks he's better than everybody else, underestimates his foes, doesn't take life seriously enough.
What?
It's for children.
And Mario's not?
No.
Mario, right? I want to call him a word that I can't call him on stream. Right? But Mario is so much of that.
Okay. I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Smash the studio up. No, Mario is such that word that I can't say on stream that he keeps going to rescue the same bitch who keeps getting kidnapped over and over and over again, and every time he gets to a castle, he's like, yeah, I've got it, and then it's like, no, she's in a different one, and he's like, oh, not again! How many times? It's like all your life, because you still haven't worked out that she's probably being kept in the castle that's in the really hard area that's surrounded by lava.
In Super Mario World, it was under the water. Of course he wasn't going to find it.
He could have, because you can get to there and see it beforehand. If you use Star Road.
Exactly, but he didn't. He didn't know where it was.
But he's a complete and total one.
I just think the games weren't good enough. I really do. I think he's not a great mascot. His franchise died. Would you be a good doctor if all your patients died?
I would be a rich one if my name was Shipman. Because he was the reason they died. No, but Sonic came back with a vengeance with Sonic Mania.
It was fucking made by fans.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because fans were like, yes, he needs the game that he deserves. And they gave us it. Sonic Mania is a fantastically good game that we completed on stream.
It's okay.
It's a great game.
Sonic Mania is good, but it's made by fans. Again, the people that own it don't care about it anymore. Otherwise, they would have made it.
It's better. Right, Sonic Mania is better than all of the recent 2D Mario games.
Okay, so can you design your own Sonic levels?
Maybe, if I had the right equipment.
Can you go out and buy a game tomorrow to design your own Sonic levels?
No.
No, you can't. Mario Maker.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason to own a Wii U...
You mean Nintendo bleeding you dry for selling you development tools?
Yes.
Because they're like, we're too lazy to make Mario levels. Here, you make your own ones.
You can do anything. And have creative license over our games.
Open up a really toxic, lame community where people make levels where it's like, everything's got to be picture perfect. Oh, I've got to throw this shell at completely the right time and bounce across this level in a completely undoable way. And everyone's going to sit on YouTube and watch me and have a wank about how good I am at this game.
Some of them are a bit like that.
Some of them.
Yes.
98% of them are like that. And it's lame as balls.
Skill.
It's not. It might be skillful, but it's lame as balls, and the people who play it are lame as balls. Like, it's so lame. So lame.
At least we got the opportunity.
That's it. That's what you've got, is it? The opportunity.
I mean, I genuinely think if you look at the games, it's really difficult to argue.
Look, it is, but I love the highlights of Sonic. Sonic is the 90s embodied, and that is my era. That's why I'll go for Sonic.
See, it looks like we're not going to be able to come to any agreement here.
I don't think so. And there's been loads of games that you've missed out that were great for Mario as well that I couldn't have argued against, like Six Golden Coins, for example.
I mentioned it, but I breezed through it.
And the new Super Mario Brothers that they ended up bringing out on the DS and stuff like that was really, really good. And it is really good, and I can't deny that.
Yeah, they make far too many of them, though.
But there's far too... Like, you throw enough shit at the wall, some sticks, and I think that's the Mario way of things.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think we've got to the point where we know that we're not going to come to a conclusion.
No. We need to ask the people at home.
That is exactly what we're going to do. So we want to know your opinions in the comments section. We want to know whether you think Sonic is better or whether Mario is better. And we want to know your reasoning as well. Did you agree with myself, or did you fall on your head as a child and agree with him? That's what I'd like to know. Yeah.
We can all agree, though, that, as Ikari Warrior said, Sonic music is better than Mario music.
Yes.
So it wins there, and thus wins the entire debate. Huzzah for Sonic!
Anyway, we are about to head over to twitch.tv/Top Hat Chat, where we have got a guest on the channel running a really fun game. We're going to play Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 time, baby. We did this about a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
We thought it was about time that we come back and we hit up some Resident Evil 2 again. It's going to be really awesome. We've got the Evil Yeti on, and he's a master of these games, and we're just going to have fun hanging out playing for a game that is absolutely in my top 5 favourite games of all time. I know it's in his. I know you really enjoy watching people play Resident Evil as well. It's a really great game to watch people play, not only play as well. It's proper. It's one of the first games I think that was actually did that for it. You know, it's really fun. So yeah, come and join us.
That's right. You can suck his cock between streams.
What? I was talking about mainly Resident Evil.
Okay. Yeah, so come over and find us over there. You can find us at all the usual places. We are on Instagram. Just search for Top Hat Chat, as well as our individual selves. You can also find us over on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are currently at the bottom of the screen, just here. About there, actually. Anywhere else? Oh, we have a Patreon.
And an Instagram.
I said Instagram.
I don't know, I don't listen. Yeah, we have a Patreon if you want to go and look at that. We recently updated it, so that's all good. We actually put into an effort to go and check that out. Saying that, we should probably thank the people on our Patreon on this video.
That's a good idea. So thank you to Seabass the Grey, Andy Aldrich, Vladis, Mark Bell, Tom Elliott and Vantonius. We appreciate all of your support. It helps us greatly. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Right, see you guys over on Twitch.
See you there.